Okay.
I think Venomous is ever gonna hit that royalty
Oh,
here.
boy, I haven't fought your kid. Like,
I don't think he likes sword and board enough to get
All
there.
right.
We don't like sword and board.
Nubis, if you want to join us, this is stuff that will help with fencing too.
You're doing your great sword.
what are we doing?
Some foot, we're going over some footwork that Bronis had shown us. So, and correct me where you feel I get it wrong. All right, 'cause I'm leading on
what was last
benefit from the
week?
fact that I remember that I at least have this down.
Right.
So, the stance and movement Bronis was teaching at Inkarian, and is what he shows in any of the videos he's in right now. Core sits down and onto your hips. So you're sitting down into your stance, right? Like onto a bar stool. Like right, that edge is right there. You're just,
And I tend to say you're taking your pelvis plate at your tongue.
right.
Which adds into that bar stool as you're sitting on it, and this is pointed upward.
Right.
But it gets that core underneath you.
So your entire movement is steered from the hips. So, and this is something we've discussed about here before, right? You want to go forward. Your pelvis tilts forward, right? If you want to reverse,
Drop
sit
that butt
down.
back like you're sitting in a chair with
Right.
rollers on it.
Yeah, like a rolling.
Like those rolling chairs. Whee!
So that's better, I guess.
Yeah, trust me, I've done that. I've done this where I'm like, no, it's easy. You just sit back and right into it. But yeah, it is kind of a weird sensation until you get it down, because especially that reverse, you really are sitting down to do this.
You can walk quick pace, but it's how clean. So you want to still keep this upright. Like when you back up, you end up doing this lean. And so that means you've got plank going forward.
Right.
You want to sit into it and sit back on your butt.
Okay.
Like you're going like an office chair with wheels, and you're just kind of like, hey, this is fun. It's that sitting back.
Oh,
But if you lean, your shoulders are still putting weight forward.
Right. So,
Don't lean your nose in.
so you're
Like you
still
did it.
right.
Just trust fall.
Yeah, trust fall.
You're gonna back up. My hand's still here. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Back up.
Stand
Stop.
up.
So, like, I get what you're saying about the.
You're sitting back into it. Yeah.
Right?
Because if you lean your head forward, then you're not gonna like.
Right, the target's still down. Yeah.
Right.
So walking is control fall, right?
Yes.
So this is the same amount of control, but a little bit more fall.
The other element is if you really feel you're falling backwards,
Yeah.
you take a step, right? Little steps. Right? Yeah. Same going forward.
Like that. Yeah. In the stuff.
When the list.
Little step. And the size of that step will alter when based on the range to your opponent. But for the moment, let's take another couple minutes. Let's take just to make it sure everybody feels comfortable, right? Sit down into it. And bring it forward. And where our shoulders are nice.
There's another pieces where you kind of have to go and roll under your feet. So like you kind of have most of your weight forward on your feet, your hips are kind of tucked in under
Kind
you.
of, if you remember the
and-
ladder drills that we were doing,
Right, your hips are
part of those were, as you were working through the ladder, you were trying to keep your shoulders level too.
Okay. So.
So watch right you come at. Okay?
It's hard to tell
Shoulders
because like I
nice,
you got
nice
your
and
toes,
flat.
you got that little.
There's
spot
no,
at the bottom, to the bottom, the balls of your feet.
Right.
Right? So trying to stay in kind of
because
this.
if you're,
It doesn't mean
if you're
your foot
getting
might
the-
not touch the
the-
ground here.
if you're getting that
But it's, my weight
then,
is a lot more,
then that's
I don't know if you
becoming
can
more
tell where the
of
weight.
Yeah.
a, right?
And I'm actually, as someone else.
It's
put it,
not-
almost-
Importing.
It's not, it's not
The weight's
planting
kind
a
of.
step. It's just falling in.
So moving. I'm not quite touching the ground with the
Well,
ladder.
similar when you're like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like I might.
Like my feet are feminine darted. I don't know where those are. My feet are feminine darted. I don't know where those are.
Those do look like Roman cesspits.
Very flat.
So you don't.
Very boxing glove.
Okay. Then yeah, it would be kind of forward or forward.
So your shoulders on your feet.
And you're gonna like.
Go like this.
It was how you doing? How you doing? Both?
Something's gotta give.
How are you doing?
So you're rolling your foot.
I just
Yeah.
stood up to get over
Okay,
here.
okay, fine. But like, you're pushing. It's gonna take a while for it to feel natural. There's another.
Once it uses a different part of my quads than like I'm practicing
That was
lunges.
one that he was doing with.
Still is all my thighs, but a
If
different
I
part of it.
move,
But still, because you're,
There you
all
go.
your
So
energy
I,
is directed up on the ladder.
there's
You have
skis
time.
here, and
So
my
your
feet are
thighs are here,
on the
you're
ends
not-
of them, right?
you're not spread or.
Right.
You wanna bring your feet in just a little more, feet under your shoulders.
So it's very much.
If you jump up and down a couple times,
Getting a little bit of a gallop.
see, everything we're gonna try to get is your toes
But
pointing.
your torso is
Yep.
staying nice and you're not
Take one
leaning
back.
forward or leaning back.
But if I take a
as
step
we're
forward,
moving.
this
That's
step,
that's a
you're
great
gonna,
step.
right,
Yeah, absolutely.
right.
Come.
Ah, you're following me.
Okay. All right.
Controlling,
Okay, fair enough.
controlling your shoulders from your hips.
Some of it.
Now, the weird one is when I do this. Back foot comes back. Comes back,
I don't
crosses,
want you to worry about it.
right?
Then your lower body.
You're not, your body's not, you don't have control.
It's the opposite, these are on skis. So if I do this, that person's there. Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Back up.
it's as if there were skis there, there's not. They were like, it's like a bad video game, where they were just, it just phases through. Everything's fine.
Like small steps. I'm going here until that.
Well, this is, what always gets me is the steps.
All right, guys.
Crossing.
That's where we're headed next.
That's real, but just the idea of if they were moving, and you did
Have a good spot?
yeah.
Okay.
I was showing them the movement drill, the one where you're on skis, to try to understand. the movement
PS1
better. Yeah, PS1 skis that phase out.
All right. So, the hip positioning as far as front and back. Positioning is guiding side to side, and eventually we'll guide on you. right? Now, this is the part that really messed me up when I was trying to do this early with Ron. Our initial, if we've been trained, don't cross your feet, right? So, what was happening is, I was leaning into the step, right? Because you kind of lean into it, right? And I was trying to get this foot to catch up with where I was going, which gives you this kind of hook.
We set our pet up and the kids have had it overnight and we were.
That was a little corner here.
The tent wall for them.
And I'm gonna fix the thing that you
Yeah,
fixed on me.
What did I do?
Your toe. So when you do
Toe,
it,
yes.
this back toe is supposed to still be straight forward. I'm struggling with it on this side.
Okay,
If I do it this way,
right.
so you were doing the same thing, I'm having trouble with this.
Right, so it's not a box fix.
No,
No.
it's,
And here, like,
when I do this cross, this toe should still be facing forward. That's better, yeah.
you know what? I was trying to bring my foot too far. Right? Because you just need to bring it across just enough to catch that hip as you fall into the next step.
You remember your grade school football?
Karaoke conversation.
Karaoke, that's a singing thing.
Here you go.
Karaoke.